Hi everyone, welcome to this video. So in this video I'm going to show you how to create a select drop-down menu using HTML. A drop-down menu usually is placed inside of a form, so we will start with the form tag. So right here I can say, for example, form, and the action, you can add it to, for example, a process.php page. Alright, but in this case I don't have any action pages, so I'm going to add a pound sign here, and the method that you are going to use is, you can use post or get. So I'm going to use post. All right, and inside of the form, so you see I have moved the end tag over here. So inside of the form, what I can do is basically I can add my form input fields. So I'm going to start with a field set. So I'm going to say field set. All right, and inside of the field set, so we are going to move it down. All right, so inside of the field set we are going to place our legend. So we are going to say legend, so the legend tag, and we are going to say select what you want to buy. So select what you want to buy. All right, and if I save it and zoom out, you will notice that this is what we have so far. So let's zoom in, and now let's get to the select drop down menu. So we are going on line 16 right here, and we are going to say, for example, select. So if you want to create a drop down, you start with select, then the name. So basically I'm gonna call it my list. All right, so my list, and the ID is optional, so I'm gonna just call it list. All right, and inside of the select, so I'm going to move it down. Inside of the select here, what we are going to do is we are going to create groups. So first of all, we are going to say opt, so opt group. All right, so option group. So what this means is that we have a group first. So I'm going to add some items here. So let me take a look at it first. So let's see what we have now. It's an empty list. It doesn't have any options. So we are going to add, maybe let me zoom, if I zoom in this way, it will be better. So if I zoom in like this, it's much better. So you'll see the browser and the code. Okay, so inside of the opt group, what we are going to do is we are going to add some options. So we are going to say options. All right, so option tag. So for the first value, I'm going to say glazed. So glazed. So I'm going to say glazed donuts. Glazed donuts. All right. And now let me just copy this because we are going to have a couple of them here. And let me change the value. I'm going to say, for example, let me think about some donuts. So Oreos. All right. So Oreos. So this will be Oreos. All right, and the third one will be, let's see, so what do we have here? I'm thinking of some cold donuts. So let me add French. So French color. So French. All right, so French color. All right, so now we have 3 items in our list. So that's the first group. Now let's get, if you want to add some drinks here, for example, you can add another group. So let me just go to the next line, and we are going to use another opt group or option group, and inside of it we are going to add some options. So I'm going to say option, and then value. For the value, I'm going to say, for example, Pepsi. So Pepsi, let's add a Pepsi here. So Pepsi, and now if we take a look at it, you'll notice that we have an empty space here, which means that it's wrong. So you see at the top also there's an empty space. So if you want to add, if you want to add something there, you can use actually an attribute. So to use the attribute, you see where it says option group here, right here. So let me zoom in. So you see it says option group. So you can put a space here, and then you can say, for example, label. So you can add a label here. So label equals to quotations, and you can say donuts. All right, and I'm gonna add the label attribute to the other group also. So you see this is the second group, and I'm gonna say Pepsi or drinks actually. So drinks. So you see, and if we take a look at it, you'll notice that we have highlighted, the first items are highlighted, so you know that these are donuts and these ones are drinks. All right, now I think this is it for the list, but let's say that you run out of Oreo donuts. All right, so let's say that you don't have Oreo donuts. So if you want to disable it, you can basically add an attribute here. So I'm gonna disable that one. So you see it says option value Oreos. So right after that, I can put a space here and I can say disabled. All right, and zoom out. So let me just take a look at it. You'll notice that I'll not be able to select that one because those donuts are out of stock. So I think this is it for this video. So now we have added this basic drop down list, and in the next video we will be styling this list. All right, so I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And before I go, I want to validate this code. So let's see. So you see it says this HTML file is valid and W3C has validated my code. Cool beans, everyone. I'll see you all later.